Yes, absolutely. There he is. There he is. David Pastorius, how are you, sir?
How you guys doing?
Dude, we are
Chillin',
fantastic.
chillin'.
You look wonderful, as always. Young, sexy, amazing, virile, talented, all that good stuff. He's like, wait, you weren't like this in pre-show.
Yes.
What's going on here? Yes,
Yes.
yes to all that.
Yes.
Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us tonight. We are sitting here with a famed musician, bassist, absolutely amazing songwriter, if you will,
Oh, yeah.
David Pastorius. He's joining us as our special guest of the evening, and an absolutely incredible musician. I met David years ago in a band he had called Elephant Gun. He has been in many bands before that, many bands after that, and last year just released an album called Radio Gold, which we're going to be spinning a couple tracks off tonight. So, David, thank you so much for joining us, dude. We really appreciate you taking some time and spending it with us.
Hey, thanks for having me on the show, man.
Dude, absolutely, man. We do a little bit of a wrap-up, but you're kind of a big deal, so we figured we'd start the show with you on camera for all the ladies that are looking for some eye candy. You know what I mean? I think he's a taken man. I will say
Yes,
this. That's right. And he's a happily taken man, so ladies, stay away. Or guys, stay away. I'm just saying, buddy is kind of eye candy. I like that beard. It's fantastic, man. So, David, we're going to rock the wrap-up. We're going to give you about 10 to 15 minutes to kind of chill and do your thing. We're
Okay.
going to play one song. We'll bring you back on about 20 after. Is that cool?
Yep, man.
Heck
All right,
yeah.
man. We'll see
David,
you
thank you
soon.
so much for joining us, man. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, thank you guys.
Nice. What a cool dude, man. I'm like low key fangirling a little bit. David Pastorius is kind of a big deal.
Low key?
Yeah. Good to see you guys. Eric Beckwith, hello, my man. Carl Miller, Eric Youngs. Well, we got some rock stars in here. Lynn Floyd,
Hello.
hello. Michelle Hess. We got a bunch of birthdays to celebrate as well. We also have a drawing.
Yes.
It's the first of the month. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
It's the first of the month.
It's the first of the month, baby. That's right, man. So thank you guys very much for spending some time with
Y'all
us.
know
My
that
name is
one?
Billy Floyd, and that is...
The Commodore.
That's right. That's right. We're the KitchenKillaz from Orlando, Florida.
Yeah.
Classified as a touring acoustic duo, crushing kids around
Yeah.
the country. Do it every Friday, and we do it
For free.
And tonight we are going to be chatting with special guest musician David Pastorius, a fantastic musician. Really excited to share with you a bit of his story and have him share with you the steps that he's taken in his incredible career. We have some songs off of his latest album, Radio Gold. We're going to be spinning with you guys tonight, and we got a jam for you. We're going to play. We tried to play this one on Saturday, but the gods weren't with us. The universe spun in a different direction, and we decided to replace that song on the set list with something completely different, which is an original, and I'm down for that 100%. What's up? Good to see you, Fife. Good to see you guys, and thank you so much for spending some time with us tonight, man. Oh yeah,
Terrible.
Oh yeah, it was.
But we improvised.
It happens.
You know what? We're gonna play it now.
Yeah, we.
Or after the wrap up.
Yeah. Do you want to do drawing wrap up song?
Drawing wrap up song.
Let's just rock out the drawing right now.
Drawing song. Yeah, it sounds better the way you said it. So
Yeah,
let's do it
drawing
now.
wrap up song.
Drawing wrap up song.
Drawing wrap up song. Drawing wrap up song. That is very true.
You know what I'm saying? I
like it,
tried saying it the other way in my head. It didn't sound as
It did.
good.
Wrap up
So-
drawings. Drawing wrap up song. Wrap up drawing. Drawing wrap up song. Oh yeah, drawing wrap up song just has that kind of
Exactly.
like flow to it.
Exactly.
Oh
Let's
yeah,
do it.
absolutely. I'll be right back.
Drawing. All right. Well, it is Monday night. We just had a fantastic weekend. I don't know what you did yesterday, but
Twas
I was
fantastic.
lazy.
It was fantastic.
I got some things done, but I was also lazy.
I hung out with Patricio and Josh Mullis.
right.
And some
the-
Rage Against the Machines, dude. Just some incredible dudes. We went down to, and we'll get to it. We went to Ember. We had mimosas. It was fantastic. Don't judge us. However, ladies and gentlemen, the first show of every month, we do a drawing. In that drawing are names. Those names are on pieces of paper.
Is your name in here?
That's right. If your name is in here, that means you are a $15 or $25 Patreon patron. Supporter of us on patreon.com/KitchenKillaz. That's right. So that's what we're doing here. We're going to do a little bit of drawing. Last month was the Commodore's Momador.
Momador.
That's right. And then January was Allison Basie, who also won in December. It was freaking crazy. 2 months in a row. That's freaking awesome, man. So what we do is, if you've won the month before, we take your name out to give everybody an equal chance. So tonight, the names that are left, we're about to find out. Commodore, if you will, sir. There you go. I got a tight hold on this one. Got a tight hold on this one. You're good. We're not looking. We're not looking.
I have two.
We were down to
this
two. We're
one.
down to two. We're down to two.
Michelle Hess.
No way. Freaking Michelle Hess literally just put this up here. Pick me, pick me, pick me.
We'll do a little.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Oh, there it is.
That was fun.
So thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight, man. That's right. Matthew Pfeiffer won in December. I think Allison Basie got her gift in December because everything was delayed. It was crazy.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
But not no mo.
Not no mo, man. Now we're streamlined, baby. We're streamlined. Michelle Hess, you killed it. Congratulations, Michelle. Yay! That's awesome, man. So
everybody give Michelle Hess
that's right.
a round of applause.
You get a digital hand. Oh yeah.
Thank
what we're
you.
gonna need,
Thank
Michelle,
you all for being
just
Patreon members.
either to our Facebook page or to our email address, kitchenkillaz@gmail, facebook.com/kitchenkillaz. Shoot us a message, send us your address, and we will get something. What is a curated monthly prize swag bag winning?
I think it should include one of our new albums
from KitchenKillaz, baby. That's right, Michelle. That's great to see you guys tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. That's right, baby. Shelly Wheeler, hello. Let's get to it, baby. We have a wrap up. Well, what's up?
Matt Fivers is asking, did you guys use all the sauce? Yes, we did. We actually ran out of food mid sauce, so we continued to drink it.
Yeah, I had a ladle.
I had a straw.
The Commodore just grabbed one of those thick, like McDonald's straws, the really thick ones.
I used the plastic, like
the rubber ones.
Yeah, the rubber one.
Yeah.
It's really thick.
I just saw it really wide.
Barbecue sauce.
Oh, I was like, that's a McDonald's straw right there.
Yeah.
But man, those things will kill you.
It was. We drank the barbecue sauce.
It was fantastic, Matthew. Don't judge us. So Michelle Hess says Commodore's birthday gift will be there Friday with my address on it. Well,
what?
fantastic.
Michelle.
That's right. Oh, so
Michelle.
sweet. So sweet. So this past week we had a really good time. We had a really busy week musically. It was nice. It was ups and it was downs. It was crazy songs. And when I mean ups and downs, I just mean the BPMs, baby. Just them BPMs. So this past Monday, it's already Monday. Holy Toledo. We had Chef Matthew Pfeiffer on.
That was 7 days ago?
That was a week ago, dude. Jesus. I feel like Matthew was just at the house 2 days ago and we were just hanging out and eating wings. Damn, that was crazy. Matthew Pfeiffer joined us last Monday. He killed it, man. It was absolutely fantastic. He cooked some awesome wings, 400 degrees. That's right. Just watch him. Wait for that golden brown. And if you're as badass as Matt is, he just knew what was up. He's like, yep, they're done.
They're done.
That's right. He created a fantastic barbecue sauce with a lot of different ingredients in there. Matthew, you're in here. Would you mind rifling through those ingredients real quick? Because goodness gracious.
And by special request of the Commodore, he added more hot stuff.
Oh, yeah, more hot stuff. He's like, oh, you want it hotter? Done. We have sriracha?
It needs to be hotter.
That's very true.
Actually, we added the hotness to make it hotter for me. And then we found the sriracha.
Now we have sriracha too. We were supposed to put what up, Glendale? We were supposed to put sriracha in there, but I didn't. I put other hot stuff in there, but we found the sriracha, so that's also going to go in there.
It also went in there, yes.
I like it, man. That was fantastic. So we got to talk with Matt. He cooked some fantastic wings. We talked about his new podcast, Jazz Coffee and Other Delights,
which is coming soon.
Man. And you and the great Fife went off on some Black Rifle coffee and the differences in all the different coffees that you can get and how to brew it and how to make it and where it comes from and the beans and everything. You guys went off, dude.
I didn't try the pour over coffee this weekend.
No, we still got it. You know, I still got it. We're not leasing it or renting it. Yeah, we're ready to rock and roll, man. But that was hold on a second. Boop. There's Tipsy right there for you. Oh yeah, I felt bad. He was just staring at me. Don't mean mug me, Tipsy. Don't mean mug me, baby.
Way.
There we go, Matthew Pfeiffer. Hickory barbecue, normal barbecue, Frank's horse sauce, sriracha, and sweet chili sauce. All right, fantastic.
Not to be confused with Frank's hot sauce.
Yeah. Oh, it wasn't a. Didn't we had the Frank's hot sauce sweet chili one too. The sweet chili was made by Frank's, right? Yeah, I thought so. That was really good, man. That was fantastic. Okay, here we go. Matthew Pfeiffer. He's recording his first one tomorrow.
And he's sending. Don't forget the second part of that.
Yeah, I will be sending you guys some coffee next week.
Because it's like one of those monthly things.
That's right.
He gets coffee every month.
Yeah.
And he's going to share.
He's like, here you go, guys.
That's so nice.
You're a very nice guy,
I love your Valier, but I'm down to try some other stuff.
I was about to say Michelle Pfeiffer because we were just talking about Michelle Hess, and there is a Michelle Pfeiffer, and now there's also a Matthew Pfeiffer. Is there a Matthew Hess? I bet there is. That sounds like a guy. That sounds like a dude that would have a name.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah. Michelle, do you have any family members also named Matthew? Like now we're on the roll here. We know there's a Michelle Hess, a Matthew Pfeiffer, and a Michelle Pfeiffer.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
I'm wondering if there's a Matthew Hess. It sounds like a guy that I would know. Sounds like a dude that just kind of works on trucks or something. Like, I don't know. He's a diesel mechanic. Matthew Hess. So thank you guys for joining us tonight, man. This past Monday, again, we had Matthew in the house. We played Supernova for you guys, and we closed with a little TPJ, a little toilet paper Jesus from
Tommy T.
Thomas Carter, Rochester, or Tommy Tourettic, baby. So thank you guys for joining us for the wrap-up last Monday. We really appreciate that. I know, right?
I love it.
Last Tuesday, we did an all-original You Pick Two poll. Mm-hmm. You got to choose. We put up 5 songs, all originals, rockin' and rollin', baby. Wednesday night, we went to Castledor Studios. We met Eric with a K, which was really cool. And we jammed all of them because it's Castledor. We tried some new stuff. We brought the laptop. We had the comments. We had 3 cameras. We had the floating camera. They always step their game up at Castledor, man. Like it's always a lot of fun to go
3
there.
3 cameras and a floating camera.
And the floating camera. Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah, we had
the main,
we had the 3.
One on your side, one on my side, and then Zach just pops in the room with his camera and just goes. I like the floating camera.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Except when he like zooms in on me playing, I get nervous.
You'd be all right. You got to get through it. You're a rock star. You want to pay attention to it. When we talk to David Pastorius, he'll tell you how not to pay attention to the cameras. He's been doing it for a long time. He'd probably give us both some tips.
He'd probably give me some pointers.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We'll get to it.
Oh, 100%, man. Not only pointers on that, but pointers on taking care of a fantastic beard. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm
gonna need pointers on how to grow a beard.
I'm trying
first.
to grow my Pastorius beard out right now. It's gonna take some time. He's got some time and love into that one. But yeah, man, it was or last Tuesday, all original poll. Last Wednesday, Castledor Studios rocked it, baby. It was a lot of fun. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and thank you, Zach and Alyssa, for hosting us, and to Eric for being there and being cool.
Oh, and we are on our last week of regular polls and then show on Wednesday.
That's right. Yeah. So, we'll chat about that too. We'll
chat about that too.
Yeah, man. We'll get into that right after this, before we get into the song, and then right before we get into David Pastorius, who's kind of a big deal. This Friday, we were really fortunate. We got to crash our very own kitchen. It had been a while since we actually sat in this studio and played a Friday night show.
And as fate would have it, we tried something new.
We did, and it worked. I thought it worked really good.
And we're gonna double down on that.
We're double down on it, baby. That's right. That's what we do.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
We had Magic Foot, Mullis, and Tally Lockhart in the house. We did poblano steak sous vide with teriyaki honey pineapple drizzle, asparagus tempura, with the pork bowl on top, and and then Tally's tantalizing crab rangoon.
Bro, I tried all of the items, and they were all delicious.
Oh yeah.
But I landed heavy on that steak, man.
The steak was
so good.
Oh yeah,
man.
Josh killed it, dude. He had never used a sous vide cooker ever, and of course that's his way.
Well, he's a phenomenal. He creates some great stuff.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But I mean, I think the sous vide makes it a little bit like kind of easy.
Yeah, I think so.
Not to take away from his talent.
We were talking about it after that. I said, what would you have done differently? And I think he did it at 130. He said he was going to cook the next one at 128.5. I'm like, 1.5 degrees makes that big of a deal? He's like, absolutely.
Absolutely.
I was like, man, that is freaking crazy. What's up, Lisa Baker? Good to see you. Love. Allison Basie, great to see you. And thank you guys very much for hanging out with us, man.
I would have tried it rarer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I would have tried it on a rarer side.
Same. He said it was like a medium rare plus medium. He was going for a medium rare.
It was a medium.
Yeah, so he's going to dial it down 1.5 degrees, and he thinks that's going to give him a medium rare with the sous vide. I'm excited to see that.
Well, you got to account for the searing.
Yeah, true. Yeah, absolutely.
And if it's not hot enough, you're cooking it.
Oh,
so
yeah.
You got
it really hot.
Really hot.
You're done, baby. So we had Magic Foot, Mullis, and Tally Lockhart. I will say this: he forgot the pineapple. As soon as the show was over and we were kind of hanging out in the little kitchen corner over here, the chef's corner, he's like, I totally forgot the pineapple. But then we made it and we ate it. And we put whipped cream on it and we ate it again.
That's right. We started putting whipped cream on it.
It was so good, dude. It was good, man. So a huge shout out to Josh for joining us on Friday, and to everybody for showing up and making it a great time. Patricio Solano stopped by as well. It's always good to see him. And we had a really good time, man. So a huge shout out to you guys. The asparagus was one of my favorites. That was fan-freaking-tastic. That asparagus was absolutely a freaking amazing, dude.
I almost said asparagus was number 2, but no, the crab rangoon was number 2 because I love cream cheese.
Love. That's right, man. And the steak was awesome. The poblano pepper was awesome. The pork bowl was awesome. Oh, man, it was just really good. This past Saturday, the great Commodore and I were able to head over to Sanford Porch Fest for their 4th annual Porch Fest. 10 different porches, 50 different acts.
I'm really excited we got to be a part of that.
Dude,
that was fun.
It was a beautiful day in Sanford. Couldn't have asked for a better day.
We were in the shade, too.
Yeah, we were in the shade.
And there was a breeze.
Dude,
people.
They were parking. So it was kind of crazy because one of the main things you always focus on, especially when you go to an event or a festival, is where are you going to park? That's the variable. It's like it could be 5 minutes to park and you just found a spot because that guy left, or it could take you 25 minutes to park and you're driving around. Not with this place. This place had private parking for each individual porch for each individual act, so they had a way to load in and load out ASAP. Zero resistance.
That was super convenient.
Awesome. We got there super early. We walked around.
And there was parking right across the street for everyone that was watching.
Yeah, for everyone watching, there was parking across the street. We got onto the road. We're walking down the... we did not play... Wait, did we play? We did play in a veranda.
Technically, it was a veranda.
It's an outside covered area.
Thank you, Matt McIver.
Yes, we did.
We played in a veranda. I can't believe we didn't say that while we were on stage.
We played in a veranda.
We're on a veranda.
We're on a veranda. So it was we got out on the road. We walked past the house. We saw we saw a bunch of people because there was an act up playing at the time. Rob Hayes, Rob Hazen, bingo. He was awesome. He was fantastic.
Yes.
Singular dude, rocking some backing tracks, rocking some harmonics, some harmonies, some pedals. It was awesome. He put on a great show.
Jealous of the backing tracks.
All by himself. Rob Hazen, man, making it happen, dude. As we're walking past the house, we see what's going on. We were trying to find some food. We saw Brock's Barbecue just a couple feet away, and we hear, "Hey, are you the kitchen guys?" I stop real quick. I look at Jay. I'm like, "Are we the kitchen guys?"
I think
He's like,
that's us.
I think that's us. Okay.
That's us,
We're
yeah.
the kitchen guys. And it was Mike, the owner. Oh, it was fantastic, man. It was really cool to meet that dude.
Good.
He was a good guy. He's really good. He was the owner of the house. He was so happy to have us, so happy to be a host. So we got to watch Robbie Hazen, and then we walked around. We grabbed some food. We checked out some other acts. We saw Carly Joe Jackson rocking it. Tyler Hood played that day as well. Some big acts, man. These are some big names, guys. Check out Carly Joe Jackson. She's fantastic. Tyler Hood as well. I mean, just absolutely
she was great live.
musicians. Oh man, she kills it.
Great.
She's super groovy. She's super sweet. She's nice. She's very 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 innocent and
cute.
happy and lighthearted.
She's cute too.
Lighthearted. I mean, well, yeah, that goes without saying, but we're gonna say it. She's super cute, like 10 out of 10. But it was, it was fantastic. We had such a good day. The music was fantastic. It was really beautiful. The porch was incredible. Everybody was just really really sweet. We had a good set.
It was a veranda.
Getting up on stage and getting down off stage was well done. We had 30 minutes for a change out. We got up there. We rocked. We started a little bit early because we were just all set up and we were just standing there. It's like 1:24. I was like, we're supposed to start at 1:30.
We're getting a little too efficient with like.
Yeah. Okay, we're done.
We already sound checked. Do we just start playing?
I don't know what to do right now. Let's start playing.
We sound checked for like 30 seconds, and then we started playing another song.
Yep.
And Billy's like, "You want to just start playing?"
You just go. Why not? So we met Dan, who was the guitarist from Jackwagon, which was the band right after us, and he was a touring touring sound engineer for over 30 years. So he's like, "Yo, man, I'm a sound engineer. I'll stand. Do you mind if I give you guys a listen?" I'm like, "No, please do. By all means." Normally, I just pick a random person in the crowd and make it their responsibility to make sure we sound good, so they take all the fire.
And they don't always know what they're talking about.
Most of the time, they're not even paying attention, but you're the guy.
Yeah, sounds good.
That sounds
all
great.
Right.
So we had my man Dan went across and made it happen, baby. Gave us the thumbs up, told us a couple things to do. He really dialed us in and made it happen for us. So it was a lot of fun. We had such a good time on Saturday. It was a great time. Thank you so much, Sanford Porch Fest, for hosting us. Brock's Barbecue, my man, got the pulled pork, crushed it.
Dude. I ate that too fast.
Yeah, well, you did eat it quickly. Now, granted, we were also loading it at the same time, but I understand.
But you were loading in.
Just
so I'm like, I'm
there.
sitting in the car in the AC, just mowing down on some pulled pork and mac and cheese while Billy's unloading the entire car. I'm like, gotta help.
He was making the sounds too. He was very intense.
Nobody could hear me because I was in the car though.
He's very intense, dude.
Okay.
That's right, man. So we got a jam to play for you guys. However,
Wagon.
this past Sunday, you said Sunday was an easy day for you.
Sunday was an easy day.
Take it easy, man.
I had dinner with Dad and Bobby. Happy birthday, Bobby.
Happy birthday, Bobby.
It was It's Bobby's birthday today.
We should do a birthday song before we do our song.
Yeah.
It was Matt Vitarelli's birthday.
Vitarelli's birthday was on Friday.
On Friday, just a couple days ago.
The mad scientist's daughter, Liz.
Liz turns 18 today.
She's 18 today.
Congratulations to Liz. You're now legal. You have legal ramifications behind your decisions now. Just be careful.
My music teacher from middle school.
Nice.
It's her birthday today as well.
Hello, happy birthday, Commodore's
Clark.
Music, Linda.
Mrs. Clark.
Happy birthday,
I can't call her Linda Clark.
It's weird.
It's Mrs. Clark.
Yeah, it's always going to be Mrs.
You know
Clark.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
All right.
Mr. Goddard
Happy
will always
birthday,
be
Miss
Mr.
Clark.
Goddard, even though I'm older than he was when he was teaching me when I was young. Now he's still Mr.
Right?
Goddard. Yeah, it doesn't matter. So yeah, man, let's rock and roll. We got a birthday song to do. We're going to play one jam for you guys, and then we're going to be chatting with David Pastorius to listen to a couple tracks off of Radio Gold, talking about his lineage in music and his life and his history, and listening to some fantastic bassing.
Don't forget beer
musicianship, because it's not just David playing on Radio Gold. There's some fantastic. He brought together a amazing composite combination of incredible musicians in their own right, and they're all on
amalgamation
Radio Gold.
of talent.
An amalgamation of talent. You want to do a birthday song real quick? Is that cool?
Give me a key, bro.
Okay, we have so many birthdays. Are we saying Bobby, Linda, and Liz? Happy birthday, Bobby, Linda, and Liz.
Bobby, Liz, and Linda.
Bobby, Liz, and Linda. Okay,
it
let's
sounds
do it.
cooler like
It does,
that.
it does.
I was playing through all
Let's
of
see
them
if we
in my
mess
head.
this one up before we get there. What are we doing? Bobby, Liz, and Linda. Bobby, Liz, and Linda.
Bobby, Liz, and Linda.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bobby, Liz, and Linda. You wanted to do no deer. I won't do a deer next time. I did a deer.
There was 3 names. I left the word out.
It worked. It worked. Happy birthday to you. Yes, that was well done, sir.
All right.
Happy birthday, Bobby, Liz, and Linda. We got one song to jam, then we're going to be chatting with David Pastorius, man. Bobby, did I say it right?
Bobby, Liz, and Linda.
Bobby, Liz, and Linda.
Bobby, Liz, and Miss Clark.
Bobby, Liz, and Mrs. Clark. Hello, sweet baby. Let me do one of those, and you are gravy. This is gonna do it for our music addition to the show. Next up, after a little jiggity jam, is the great and amazing David Pastorius. We're going to be chatting with him and listen to some tunage, baby. And here we go. This is Matchbox 20. Matchbox 20, Rob Thomas.
Rob Thomas.
Rob Thomas. A little problem girl for you guys. Don't let them get where they're going to. Yeah. You know they're only what they think of you. You've heard of this emotional trickery. You felt like you were learning the ropes, but where you're going now, you don't know. When the kids on the street say, "What's your problem, girl?" and the weight of their smile gets too much for you to bear, when they all make you feel like you're a problem, girl, you're no problem at all. You're no problem at all. Pride like promises can let you down. You thought that you'd be feeling better by now. You worry all the things they could do to you. You worry about the things they could say. Maybe you're seeing things the wrong way. When the kids on the street say, "What's your problem, girl?" and the weight of that smile gets too much for you to bear, when they all make you feel like you're a problem, girl, you're no problem at all. You're no problem at all. When the kids on the street say, "What's your problem, girl?" and the way that that smile gets too much for you to bear, when they all make you feel like you're a problem, girl, try. If you stand all you for, try. You're no problem at all. You're no problem at all. You're no problem at all. Don't let them get where they're going to. You're no problem at all. Don't let them get where they're going to. You're no problem at all. You're no problem at all. Yes, well done, sir.
Groovy.
Sounding good, baby. Man, I like sounding good. A Little Problem Girl by Rob Thomas. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. My name is Billy Floyd, and that is
Commodore.
We are the KitchenKillaz from Orlando, Florida, classified as a touring acoustic duo, crushing the kitchen around the country. We do it for any. We do it
for free.
And right now we're about to chat with our good friend, the man, the myth, the legend himself, the one and the only, because we got rid of all the other ones. We made them change their names legally. We didn't do anything to them. Nothing crazy. But we've got David Pastorius getting ready to join us. David, how are you, sir? Always good to see you, my man.
You guys sounded really good, man.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Dude, coming from David Pastorius, that's kind of a big deal. I felt kind of a little embarrassed because I was like mouthing the bass parts. And like, we have such an accomplished bassist, like right here. I'm going, he's going to be judging my mouth bass harshly.
Nah, cool.
Oh, dude can't play the bass. Got to use his mouth.
What the heck? What a poser. So, David, thank you so much for joining us, dude. It's so good to see you, man.
Yeah, likewise.
Thank you, my man. Now, you've been pretty busy with everything still going on, still doing live feeds. You do live feeds a couple times a week that I see right from the comfort of your own home.
Yeah, I do like a lot of like just kind of like improv bass stuff and like throw up like the tip jar, try to make a little money.
That's right, man. Hey, like the Joker said, if you're good at something, never do it for free. I mean, but I've played a lot of music for free, and we're going to continue to play for free. So and you stream that from your personal Facebook page, right?
For the most part, yeah. I do most things off my personal page. I have an artist page, but I do way more on my personal page.
Gotcha, and that's where you do all your live streams and everything like that.
Exactly.
Nice, man. I tuned in last week. You were doing this awesome slap pop with kind of like some finger tapping up here. It was just so beautiful, bro.
Okay.
It was so good, man. And like, not only can my man David get groovy and funky and super super quick and super stylistic, but man, when he slows it down. He makes that guitar sing, my man. How long have you been playing bass, David? How did you find of all the instruments in the world? How did you find the bass guitar, or did the bass guitar find you? How'd that work out?
It's fun. Well, actually, when I was in junior high, I had a buddy, Sam Griffith, and I went to his house after school one day, and he had like a Sears First Act bass, and he pulled it out and started playing the Chili Peppers version of Higher Ground.
Really?
And I remember I didn't even know what a bass was. I knew like my uncle played bass, but I didn't even know if it was the one with like 6 strings or 4 strings. Yeah. I can't hear you right now. I can hear you for a second, then you cut back out.
Got it, my man. We're just gonna rock this one real quick.
There you go.
That'll be
I
all
hear you
right.
now. I hear you now.
That'll be all right. I dig it. That works perfectly. Fantastic.
Boom.
I dig. Yeah. Boom. Back in, baby.
You're back.
So that was So you were kind of talking about how you didn't know the difference between 6 strings and 4 strings.
So
I found myself in the same situation. Your story is very funny right now. How did you choose?
So he started playing the Chili Peppers tune, or their version of Higher Ground. And I just thought it was awesome, and I was like, dude, what instrument is that? That's badass. And he goes, it's a bass, you dummy. That's what your uncle plays. And I was like, no way. So, but honestly, man, that was what sold me on the bass, was hearing him do that. And then it was like, listening to like Primus and
Primus, dude, Les Claypool's no joke.
Yeah, Infectious Grooves, Robert Trujillo's another one of my heroes, and that was it. Those guys like that, I was sold on it.
Absolutely. Now, I will say that you kind of connect two things. You had said before that in the story you just told us, somebody said that was the instrument that your uncle played. That your uncle played. Now, Pastorius is a very recognizable name. Like, and how not aside from the name relation, what is like the personal relation that you have, or memories that you have, or how does that work out? Because we're talking about Jaco Pastorius, right?
Yeah. Well, Jaco died when I was 10. He died in '87. I was 10. So I met him a few times, man, but it wasn't really that close. You know what I mean? So yeah, like I never learned from him, obviously, or anything like that. But it's
very interesting that even at such a young age for Jaco to not be with you anymore, you find yourself. I don't know if it's the universe. I don't know what it is, on such a parallel path, but still your own flavor, your own musicianship, your own style. But for those two things to be connected, somebody would almost assume, and that was kind of the reason I kind of wanted to bring it up. People would assume immediately, like, oh, David Pastorius, nephew of Jaco Pastorius, he clearly taught him and learned everything from him. And I assume that's what you get all the time.
Oh, I do. And it's funny because literally he at first had nothing to do with me playing bass, but he's definitely an influence now.
Absolutely.
Jaco is absolutely an influence, but I'm kind of glad I came into it the way I did. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like coming more from like the rock, metal, punk kind of background. and not necessarily, you know what I mean, like the
sure,
jazz
from
thing,
that specific jazz kind of background. Yeah,
Exactly.
because you got some funk and metal and rock in you as well.
Yeah.
As just as the individual, your likes and your what you get from it, what you listen to, what you love.
Yeah.
You know, and then here you are, because when I met you, I think Elephant Gun was a 3-piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. And I remember I think we played in Cocoa one night. I had a radio show in Cocoa Beach that day. Came to Cocoa. I didn't know the difference. I know the difference now. I apologize to all the locals 15 years ago for making that mistake. But I played at I had a little venue. I was just playing by myself, a little solo thing, and Elephant Gun played. And you guys were fantastic, man. It was really, really awesome sitting and listening to you guys. My very first instrument ever was a bass guitar. I was faced with a very similar thing. I walked past my friend Neil Kennedy's room. He pointed to his music room. I said, man, I've never seen guitars up close before. I've never even touched a guitar. In my mind, they're all $10,000. I had no idea. And he's like, do you want to play a 6-string or a 4-string? And I was like, the only difference I understand that you're telling me right now is there's 2 less strings on the other one. He's like, yeah, one is an acoustic guitar, you had an acoustic, and then you had an electric and a bass guitar. I was like, a bass guitar? He's like, yeah, man, let me give you the 6-string. So he gave me a 6-string electric guitar. And I played it, and I'm like, this is confusing. The strings are really, really small, and they're 6. Yeah. That's crazy. So he gives me the bass guitar, and it was a 4-string Fender P bass, I believe. And I thumped it for a second. I was like, and then I found this sweet spot between the frets. I'd never even played a guitar before. And the vibration, I was like, that feels really cool. What does that sound like? He plugged it in. I was like, oh my God, that's the bass. Boom. That's the bass guitar.
Yeah.
We've been listening to bass guitar our whole life. And some people, they don't even know it. They don't know. If you take it away, they know something's missing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's one of those fly under the radar kind of things.
Absolutely.
Except when you're doing all kinds of crazy stuff, like you get all up on like the tap harmonics. Like,
oh man,
you get all up on the like playing it like a damn piano.
David's got mad skills, bro.
I love
He's got
it.
mad skills. And before we get too deep, because again, I have you're an inspiration to me, my man. So I have 1,000 questions, but I don't want to derail from the actual interview. Let's talk about Radio Gold, dude. You released this last year, yes?
I think 2 years ago, March.
2 years ago.
Yeah, I think it's 2 years. Yeah.
What year is this? Oh no, it's 2021.
Yeah.
Oh man, I was like, yeah, you released it in 2019. That was clearly last year.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
Coming up. Well, what was that? Would that be coming up on 2 years?
Yeah, I think so. It was.
Yeah.
What was it? April 2019.
Well, we're in March
man.
now.
I think
Yeah,
so,
we're in March.
Yeah,
It's March 1st. 2 years, dude. The time flies, baby.
Yeah, crazy.
The time flies, man. Have you found some success on this? I see you got a lot of streams on Spotify, bro. You got some big names on this album, David.
No, I mean, yeah. I mean, the success
Lots
is
of talent.
The success is that I like the album. You know what I mean?
Amen.
It's a good album. I mean,
that's good right there. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. That's awesome, my man. That's awesome.
But I mean, as far as like sales, I mean, it's fine.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Good. Yeah,
it is what it is. People are liking it. People are streaming it. You got a lot of streams, dude.
Yeah.
It's killing, man. It was beautiful. Again, I listened to it when it first came out. I probably listened to it again, the whole thing through maybe about a year ago. And then on and off little ones here and there. But I listened to the whole thing again today. And I forgot how awesome these songs were, and I'm thinking, man, we got to choose 2. How do we choose 2? Like, they're all super funky, super chill, really great. The music is fantastic. The production is fantastic. And one of the ones that I was listening to again was called The Chase. And I was looking for something that really kind of focused on what David does. And
highlighted what he can do.
Yeah, what he can do. And as soon as The Chase kicked off, it was grooving, it was driving, it was just moving.
Oh, yeah.
And then you get to like the first verse-ish, and next thing you know, David just takes over, baby. Takes over.
Spotlight.
Sounded so good, man. It sounded fantastic, David. And thank you so much for putting together such a great album. And there's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tracks on this. This is 14 tracks, man. We're talking about 14 tracks. You can stream it on Spotify right now. If you go over to Spotify, you can check it out. It's called Radio Gold, and we'll get a link up there as well to make sure that you guys can get to it. Album Radio Gold's got a cool, simple album cover. Just like kind of like that 80s synth feeling to it, with like the boom box that holds the dual deck, like the dual tape deck. What? That's so awesome, dude. Little David Pastorius in the bottom left-hand corner. And David, so what was your contribution to this? Because it's by David Pastorius. Did you bring together the group of people? What tracks and styles and parts did you write in it?
The core group of people on it would be like me and Al Brodeur and Alex Petrosky, which is Local 518, my band Local 518.
Gotcha.
So, but I got some guests. Pat Travers is on a track.
Dude, Pat Travers is awesome, man. Pat Travers' band's fantastic.
Yeah, Wisney Fernandez is on the track. He's on a song called Fake News. He raps on that. Ivan Trochet raps on a song called Got It Good. There's just a bunch of different people. It's hard for me to remember right now because it's been a little while.
So all the different genres that you love and you pull from, did you include all those in the entire album? Because I know you said you got some.
There's a decent, there's a mix. There's a pretty good mix in there.
Nice, dude. I mean, he's got. This is fantastic, David. Thank you so much for letting us listen to it and allowing us to stream some tracks on it. So of all the tracks on the album, what is your favorite? What is the one that you're just like, man, that just moves my heart? I'm sure they all to a degree. Well, most certainly, and,
I like the last track, Radio Gold, a lot for just musical reasons.
Absolutely.
But as far as like just like, I think Supersonic could be like on the radio. So of course I always want to push that one, man.
Really? So I mean, we can play both of them. You want to do Supersonic, the potential radio ready one, and then do David's favorite. After that, we'll chat for a little bit. We'll listen to song number 2.
Yeah, let's do that.
That's a great idea, man. We're also going to bring up your Instagram page during this, if that's all right. We're going to see if we can get some links out there, get some likes to you, all that other groovy, baby. Would you mind pulling up the Instagram feed and doing a little shiggity share? That's awesome. We're co-piloting here. We're up. This is just for you, David. I'm not really. I mean, I'm talking to you guys too. But okay, so David, check this out. Some cool technical shit we got going on here. So the great Commodore and I have been playing with a bunch of different cameras and inputs and StreamYard and multiple sign-ins with different kinds of browsers and tabs, and we're realizing that we can kind of like double down on the camera inputs and the share screen inputs. But we're working on our like back and forth communication because normally I would do the screen shares, but now he's doing the screen shares, which is totally cool. So he brings it up, he shares it, and then we do one of these. We bring it up like that. Boom! Look at that sexy dude.
Oh,
hat, no hat, hat, no hat, no hat. Nice. I love it, man. This is dude. How awesome is that?
That's funny.
That is awesome, my dude. So we're gonna rock some audio for you, my man. Let's do a little Radio Gold. We'll do the one from
the title track
that David said, the title track from the song itself, baby. This is going to be super cool, man. I've listened to this several times. So, ladies and gentlemen, the next sound that you should hear if everything works properly, should be Radio Gold. Damn. Holy Toledo. Dude, that was freaking incredible. David, that was incredible, bro.
Thank you.
That was awesome, man. Holy man. I see what you were saying. Like, dude, that is definitely that's got some radio gold on it, baby. That was super funky. That was super nice, man. Nice and so clean. Beautiful. You were getting some fantastic comments, people. Dude, super funky. Dude, I couldn't even move my fingers in my imagination as fast as David was moving his fingers on that bass in that song. Like in my mind, I'm going, what? I'm already gone. I'm out, man. That's so awesome, dude. So that's how I would say, David, how old were you when you really started to find your own sound, your own kind of like definitive signature on how you play? Because like I've been playing music for a long time, man. Seen a lot of bassists. Never seen nobody like David Pastorius.
I kind of when I started playing, I remember like I practiced, but like most of the time, and to this day, when I pick up the bass, I'm usually trying to like create something, as opposed to practicing scales and this and that, which I should do more, but I don't do it as much as I should. But
Gotcha.
So right off the bat, man, I was just trying to get sounds. You know what I mean? And come up with ideas and different things like that. So, and also I was lucky to meet a few musicians growing up that I jammed with that probably helped too. My buddy John Legero, who's like a genius guitar player, songwriter, but he helped me a lot. You know what I mean? So just certain people. I mean, like when they talk about, are you self-taught? It's like, yeah, I'm self-taught, but no one's really self-taught. We all learn from everybody.
Yeah, amen. We're all inspired by somebody's inspiring us. Yeah. There's something we're listening to. There's somebody we're listening to. There's something that got a tape in or a CD in or your iPod or whatever at whatever age you were when you first started playing music.
Yeah.
I think I was 19, so I think Winamp and like Napster were huge. It was like MP3s streaming on my laptop issued by my school.
Yeah, I was also self-taught, but I learned from other guitarists.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like I learned a lot when I first started playing guitar. I learned a lot of covers, so I would just try to replicate what they were doing.
Yeah,
and just try a bunch of different styles and chords and crazy crap that I thought just sounded cool.
Yeah, it was interesting. When I first started playing bass, I just played to whatever I heard on the radio. I would just put my headphones on, and I didn't really know a lot that I was doing, and I would listen to it, and I'd find the right notes, and I would write them down. But I didn't know notes. I didn't know any scale, so I would just write down like 1-4, which meant the first string, the fourth fret, and I had no idea what I was doing.
It sounds like it was more experimental for you.
Yeah, he was
like
just
kind of whatever sounded cool to you. Is that basically?
Yeah, I did some of that. I mean, I did the same thing. Like I remember picking up a Guitar Player magazine and looking for bass tabs and stuff like that too.
Yeah, just to get familiar with it.
What's funny is for like the first month, I remember like when I was looking at bass tabs when I started playing, I was reading it upside down. So like the Mel Bay book, the Mel Bay bass book. It was like I was looking at the E as the G string, so reverse everything.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Came up with some cool stuff with that though. It was kind of.
I don't doubt that for a second, man. There's some fantastic mistakes turned into some amazing music. You know, that's awesome, my dude. And that was and how old were you when you were in your first band?
First band I've ever played in was a band called Fleshy Headed Mutants.
FHM.
Yeah.
FHM.
Local
17
band.
years old, I think,
name.
right?
They were killer too, man. They were a killer band.
Man, that's awesome.
It was like, to me, it was like Cypress Hill meets like Pantera.
That's an interesting combination.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
That's a lot of energy, man.
That is a lot of energy.
Yeah.
That is a lot of energy. And then I don't want to assume, but I assume you were the bassist. You were the low end funk dude.
Yeah.
Nice, my man. And now, when it came to that, when you were they already existing when you joined them? Or,
yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
They were around for years before I joined them. I was like the last guy before they broke up, but that was my first gig.
So when you came in, how much artistic and I would say interpretation did you have when it came to the bass parts of the song? Were there specific absolute things you had to play, or did you kind of have like, gotcha?
Yeah, for that I pretty much had to learn what the guitar player wanted, which is good. It's good to do it both ways. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely, man. The best way to learn how to lead is to learn how to follow.
Exactly.
Absolutely, my man. I agree to that 100%. So exactly. 17 years old, you joined your first band.
Yeah.
And I don't want to ask how many bands, but do you know like how many iterations of true like touring loving bands have you been a member of?
That's hard. I remember the band, the biggest bands I've been in with. Fleshy was the first band. Then I was in a band, various bands in between. But then the next big band to me that I was in was a band called the Nature Kids.
Gotcha.
Out of Orlando, New
Nice.
Smyrna Beach, and That was a killer band. That was like it was like hippie hop.
Nice,
it was like
interesting.
Yeah. They were like really good. We were I remember we opened for like Cypress Hill. We had some really good shows.
Damn, that's awesome.
Yeah, and then I played with Tech Nine, and now Pat Travers. But in between that, there's been so many different bands I've played with.
You kind of popped off with Tech Nine too. I would say you had your that I knew about. You had your first quote unquote viral video that had gone out with Tech Nine.
Well, yeah, no, man, it's funny because I had that idea because I've been a Tech Nine fan forever, man, and I remember I had an idea to basically cover a Tech Nine song but follow his voice on the bass instead of playing the bass line.
Yeah,
because his vocal delivery is like influenced the way I play bass, even. You know what
gotcha.
I mean?
Just like his timbre and how he speaks and how I gotcha.
Yeah, like that. So anyways, I finally recorded that and said I remember I'm friends with Robert Trujillo, so I showed it to him. The bass player, he plays for Metallica.
Yeah, that's another. And he's like no big deal, just Robert Trujillo. It's a buddy of mine.
No, Robert's the man. He's so cool.
Yeah.
But he helped out with that because it's a funny story because I was like he didn't know who Tech Nine was, so I'm like sending him this stuff on Tech, like check this out, and I was like I want Tech Nine to hear this, and I was like right now because at the time Tech Nine was doing an album with Ross Robinson, the new metal producer from like the 90s, and I remember telling Robert, I was like, well, he's doing an album with Ross Robinson right now. And Robert's like, Ross Robinson? He goes, dude, that's my neighbor. And I was like, he was like, give me a few days, man. So it's funny, like a week later, someone called me and said that Tech Nine was sharing my video on his page. And you know what I mean? So yeah, Robert helped with that.
Damn.
Yeah.
Nice.
Dude, how did that feel? Was that just kind of like, woo, my skin got a little flush there, man.
Oh, so cool. It's like an idol of mine.
Yeah, absolutely. Were you able to eventually meet up or play or do anything like that? Was that kind of the thing?
Well, I toured with Tech Nine I played bass for him for 2 years.
Oh yeah, I just wanted you to say it. It's fantastic.
Yeah, man. It all came from that video,
How awesome is that? You put up a video because you idolize him, and you're putting this up because you just think it's so cool, and you want to pay respect, you want to pay homage. The next thing you knew, he shares it on his page. The next thing you know, for the next 2 years, you tour with Tech Nine.
Yeah.
Like, talk about being a go-getter. How awesome was that? And that wasn't, from what I imagine, that wasn't even what you thought was going to happen. You were just putting it up because you thought it was cool.
Yeah. Well, then down the road, Travis, the owner or the part owner of Strange Music, Tech Nine's partner, called and said, hey, we're doing this tour. He wants to put together a live band. Would you be interested in playing bass? I was like,
hell yeah. Hell yeah. Would I be interested in playing bass? I'm going to fight everybody. Of course. Sign me up. Where do I go to pick up my plane?
and the craziest thing was our first show was Knotfest, opening up for Slipknot.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn. Talk about some energy.
Yeah.
Wow. And what year was this? What year did this all happen?
Well, it's 2014.
Yeah. 2014, 2015 is when you played with them?
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that. And now you've been rocking with Pat Travers' band for a while.
Yeah, coming up on 5 years.
Lots of touring, dude.
Yeah, Pat's a great gig, man. Pat's awesome to play with.
Coming up on, would you say 5 years?
Coming up on 5 years, it should be.
Man,
yeah.
that's killer, dude. How is this? Like everybody, I imagine the entire pandemic, the way it impacted everybody. How were you guys able to move forward as Pat Travers' band? What did you do to keep fresh or write new music? Did you Zoom call? Did you just take a break? What was the?
We're kind of lucky in a way because Pat lives in Sanford.
Right.
So we practice a lot. Like Pat will come over this way. We've been practicing, rehearsing. We're in the process now of recording a new album. Damn. So I'm definitely super stoked about that.
Yeah, and we were talking a little bit about that in the pre-show. You were saying that you've already started laying some tracks down.
Yeah, man.
Nice, my dude. Now, how long does it take when you're laying tracks down to where you're like, you know what, we're ready to offer this to the world?
I don't know. I mean, it's kind of more on Pat for this because it's his thing, but it's not. It seems to be going pretty smoothly, man.
Yeah, I mean, he seems like he's got a well-oiled machine, dude. He's been doing this for quite some time, man. He's putting out some stuff quick.
Oh yeah, Pat knows what he wants and what he wants to get.
That's awesome. How is it working with somebody with a good, clear vision, a good, solid leader?
Oh, it's great. It's great. Yeah, he's definitely an inspiration to me, man. he's just such a good songwriter too, man. He's always creating.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, dude. So it sounds like you've had quite an amazing career, David, so far, man. And I imagine, and you don't look that old either. 25, 26. I'm pretty good at this.
Yeah, right.
It's what else is
26 years ago.
Oh, easy. What else is on the on the known horizon for David Pastorius? What's in your mind, sir? You got another radio platinum coming out? What are you thinking?
I'd like to, definitely. I got enough to definitely record a new album. I would love to do that at some point. I just want to get back to gigging, man. Yeah,
dude, it's definitely a part that I think every live musician misses. It's a huge part of it. The community, the people that surrounds it, your bandmates, looking to the left and the right on stage, and being able to move people with music, which is fantastic. And then watching people have a great time together and spend time together, and being part of the community. Great Commodore and I are really kind of fortunate. When this first thing hit us, we had to reschedule about 4 or 5 months worth of kitchens. Just because that's what we're finding ourselves in people's kitchens every Friday night, and they bring 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 of their friends and family over, and it's a fucking house party, dude, and we're getting, it's getting crazy, but everything stopped, so we rescheduled 4 or 5 months of those shows, and we were fortunate because we could just do the show from our studio, which was good, but man, I didn't know that, I knew I'd miss it. But I didn't know how much I was going to miss those Friday nights with friends and family and people, and just having a good time and having good food and good memories and singing songs and people singing along, and just like I didn't know how much I was going to miss it. I knew I would miss it.
The energy of a live show.
Yeah, exactly.
I really like that.
Yeah. So I mean, it was, and I think everybody's ready to get back to gigging, dude. And I'll tell you, it's good that you and Pat have been keeping up and staying strong and practicing and rehearsing and writing new music, dude. David, there's a lot of bands that didn't bounce back from this at all. They quit. They stopped. Yeah. That's heartbreaking to hear that, man. It really was. Now I'm pretty sure they'll all continue to be musicians, but that specific project had to close the door for a while so they could figure out everything that was going on, man. But I'm looking forward to getting back to live gigging as well. We played Sanford Porch Fest this past weekend, but everything was, we're on a porch or a veranda. We're on a veranda, and we're 30 feet away from everybody that was kind of sitting, and they were spacing out as well. They had blankets and chairs and stuff. Everybody had masks on. They were doing their thing. So people little by little are starting to get kind of back into it as much as they can and feel safe at the same time. They want
us to do live gigs again too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Just as much as we want to.
Yeah, everybody's looking forward to it. So it's and I always try to find out, especially with the entertainers and the creators and musicians that we interview, how they've been handling it, because it's been interesting to hear how different projects have handled it different ways. This we do it this way, or we took a break, or we practice, or we write stuff, or we Zoom, or we call, or we email, but a lot of people are figuring out ways to make it happen.
Yep.
Well, as soon as the lockdown happened, we went from being in kitchens every Friday night to we just took it in a different direction. We didn't want to stop at all.
Yeah.
But we just looked at our situation. We're like, how can we keep moving forward? What can we do, even with the restrictions that we now have?
Yeah.
What was that like for you? What changes did you make? Did you go in a completely different direction, or did you just double down on writing and just keep playing, or what happened there with the lockdown?
I definitely during the lockdown stuff, it was definitely a chance to practice more. So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
I practiced a lot. Picked up on some. That's the other thing. I'm looking for students too. So.
Man, we were kind of scrolling through this, and you give bass lessons as well. How long have you been doing that?
Off and on for years, man.
Yeah. But do you do in person and remote? Do you just do remote, like, or how are you with that?
If you're local, I'll do in person if they want, or remote. Most of them are remote though.
Man, that's awesome. How cool. Thank you so much for sharing that with people, for offering that education and that knowledge out of that incredible hard drive of yours, bro. Like that's awesome, dude.
Yeah. And I saw one of your posts about giving lessons, and I liked one of the things that I liked is help you find your own sound.
Yeah.
You do the tapping, you do the finger style, but help you find your own sound. I like that.
Yeah, it's like he's providing them with like the basic necessities of steps. Right. This is how you do these things. Now you're on your own. You can figure this out. Find your own style. Well, that's
super like cool, the way it is. Kind of like I kind of like have a short attention span, and I've always thought that was a blessing for me as a musician, because like take like a Victor Wooten pattern, right?
Sure.
I would have the the attention to like partly learn it, and then I'd get bored and go my own way with it.
Did we lose him?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I would do.
So you would so say that again. You broke up for just a second.
I was saying, like, you know, like with, like, say, Victor Wooten stuff. I remember, like, I've never been the type that could sit down and learn it all.
Gotcha.
But what I would do is get the gist of it, and then I get kind of bored and go my own way with it.
Yeah, I hear you on that one. I hear you on that. There was one I used to watch a lot of Victor Wooten when I was in college. Like, I just fell in love with Victor Wooten. He's fantastic. His instructional videos are outstanding, and he's just incredible. I think he got me. Him and his brother Reggie played a cover of Amazing Grace, and his brother Reggie did it on his guitar with, like, the scrunchie at the top. So he was, like, moving the key, the tuning back and forth. And Victor Wooten and him together were that was completely mesmerizing. And one of the things he was given an instructional, and somebody was like, "How do you slap pop? What is that?" And he was so slow and easygoing and well-spoken, and he just walked people through the mechanics of it. He's like, this is what we do. This is exactly what you do. And he did everything in slow motion. And I was like, no freaking way. I'm like, that is awesome. Then he put it all together, and it was just fucking crazy. It was so awesome to hear that, man. And Victor was super, super inspirational. But you're right. His pieces are crazy long. So you would get the gist of a little thing that he did, and you would add it to your arsenal. I can do this now. I can do this now. I can do this now.
Yeah, kind of like that. You know what I mean? And kind of go your own way with it.
Then you just put it all together, and you got radio gold, baby. No pun intended.
Yeah, there you go.
I dig it, dude.
I guess that makes it kind of easy to find your own flavor.
Yeah, because you're just creating it as you speak. You know, whatever you want to do, man. That's awesome, man. David, I was wondering, could we stream another one of the songs from your album?
Hell yeah, man. Absolutely.
Nice, dude. We rocked Radio Gold, which is the title of the album, Radio Gold, released in 2019, still available on Spotify. Oh, so good, bro. That was super jammy, man.
Thank you.
That was super jammy. That was, that David Pastorius, Carl Lewis, and Alex Petrosky. You got some other guys in here, man. You have some fantastic people in here. When you're looking at something like Got It Good, we're talking about David Pastorius, Ivan Troche, Vinnie Marshall, James Culliver, and Alex Petrosky as well. So, I mean, you're talking just on this one track, you got 5 dudes. That's Got It Good. It's and I didn't want people to think like it's David Pastorius Radio Gold and it's 14 tracks of just bass.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Yeah, that's not what's going on here. Now, granted, if it was that, I would probably still buy it because it's David Pastorius. However, there are some incredible musicians that David has partnered with and been friends with, and like he said, the local 518. A lot of these guys are part of that band, which you can check out as well. Now, David, before we do this, you stream live on your Facebook page. Do you do it sporadically? Do you have specific time that you stream whenever you're kind of feeling it, or how do you choose your times?
I do it sporadically.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
So
surprise,
if you guys see him live on Facebook, just click the watch button. You're not going to be disappointed. Like, this dude is awesome, man. Like, he's really, really great. He's fantastic, and a lot of the stuff he does is absolute improv. He just makes it up as he goes along, whatever he's feeling, whatever he's vibing. And when you talk about the level of creativity that it takes to do something like that, to stay on the cusp of it, right on the edge of creativity, and you're creating it in real time, doing it with the skill and precision that David Pastorius is doing, that's freaking awesome, dude. That is awesome, my dude.
Thank you.
Oh, no problem, man. So this next one we're going to rock, this is called The Chase. This is David Pastorius, Alex Brodeur, and Alex Petrosky.
Yeah.
Am I saying that right, Brodeur?
Al Brodeur, yep.
I like it. I wasn't saying it right. It's okay. I'll get it done one day. Sweet, man. Let's go ahead and rock this a little The Chase for you guys. When Spotify decides to be cool with us. It's like, I know what you guys are trying to do. Did you get David Pastorius's permission to play this song? Are you 100% positive that that's what you've done? Let's do a little reset on that. I don't know, David. The music laws that are out there will definitely protect you, good sir.
Okay.
All right, we got a little of this. Let's do a little of this and see if that. Goodness gracious. Oh, God, dude. Holy moly, bro. Dude, that was awesome, man. I couldn't help but jam to that one. There was nothing else I could do. My whole body was out of control. It was just nuts, dude. That was awesome, man. Dude, it's got to make you feel good, man. It's got to make you feel good to listen to quality of music like that and just let it rock you. I mean, dude, that was absolutely incredible, man. What a beautiful, beautiful track. Thank you so much for letting us stream some of those.
Oh, no problem, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, and it's how long have you been playing with the Local 518?
Oh, man. I would say Local 518 originally started with me and the guitar player, Alberdor, just jamming. Man, I don't know if it was like 2005.
Wow.
And then
16 years of jamming, baby.
Yeah, 2007 we toured Japan. We got to do that.
Nice. How did that work out?
We had a label back then that we put out 2 albums on. And yeah, so we did like a week. It was only like a week-long tour, but it was still amazing. It was awesome.
Heck yeah, and it was in Japan.
Yeah.
Just Japan.
Yep, just Japan.
Really? How of all the countries, of all the nations, of all the places in the world, David Pastorius, how did you wind up in Japan?
What was it? Okay, I toured over there. That was my second time in Japan. I went there with the Jocko Big Band.
Nice. Like
a couple of years prior, I think. And I met some people. So when I got back home, I remember sending some music to this guy who was friends with the label, and that kind of.
That was it.
Yeah.
It's all about who you know and who knows you.
Yeah.
Man, that was incredible, dude. That was super groovy, man. And again, if you guys are looking to grab this, you can check out the album Radio Gold. We're listening to it on Spotify. That's available on Apple Music, all streaming platforms, man. You got to check it out. Just put it in, hit whatever track you want to hit. It doesn't really matter. Listen to all of them and let them play all over again. Super funky, super jammy, and they ebb and flow from something like really driven and then really chill, and it's really cool. So there's like a lot of different feelings that go into it. It's not just one BPM the entire album, or just one instrument the entire album. This is a beautiful album of incredible musicians, 14 tracks of them, and you guys got to check it out because the musicianship and the skill is second to none. Absolutely incredible. David, thank you so much for joining. Dude, thank you for joining us, man. Thanks for spending some time with us. We really appreciate it. And it's always good to hear, that local musicians, Sunshine State based musicians. Are you originally from Florida, David? Where are you from?
Pretty much, man. I mean, I was born in Minnesota, but I moved down here when I was like 6 months old.
Gotcha. Wow.
So, yeah, I'm pretty much.
Wow, that's awesome, my man. Born in Minnesota. Do you ever make it back there for any reason? You got some family, friends?
I mean, I've played a few shows with Tech Nine in Minnesota and toured there with I think a few shows with Pat. So
nice, dude. But other than that, just kind of like vibing in the
Florida's
Sunshine
home.
State.
Yeah.
Florida is home.
Yeah.
Nice, my man. So, a question for you, just because you have, and every time I see you, I'm always kind of listening to the sound. But let's talk about your bass guitars. The guitars that you did, the guitars that you have, like, are some of them, are they custom? How do you choose them? Do they choose you? Like, do you have agreements that you've been able to work out because you're kind of a big deal? Like, how do you do all that stuff when it comes to your choice of acts, good sir?
Marlowe, I've been playing Marlowe bass guitars for years. It's Marleaux. They're like a German company. Great basses, man. So I have Marlowe, and then I also have an orange bass. I don't know if you've seen that one, the orange one. That's those are
Hell yeah.
That's a Sandberg bass.
Nice.
And those are killer too, man. So yeah.
How did you find these? Like, how many different types of basses did you play until you kind of found these types that really vibed with you?
I met the Marlowe guys at the NAMM conference years ago.
Nice.
And just started hanging with them, and they were super cool, and and that's what started that. And
you played a bass guitar, and they were like, "Oh my God, you're David Pastorius, yo."
Well, yeah,
play my bass.
You're very humble, sir. I appreciate that. You're very humble. You're a good man.
But then Beaver Felton actually wanted me to check out this Sandberg bass guitar, Bass Central in Orlando.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Beaver helped me out with that. So he sent me this, Sandberg bass guitar to test out, and I got a good deal on it, so because I really liked it. So,
man, that is awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Do you find yourself playing kind of like leaning toward one guitar more than the others?
Lately, the Sandberg bass I've been using to record for the new Pat Travers album, and
sure,
that'll most likely be my live Pat Travers bass.
Nice, my man.
And the Marlows, they're a little more set up for speed and technique and action and stuff like that. So.
Dude, that is awesome.
More of your creative stuff.
More of his creative stuff, man. It's just so beautiful, bro. It was my introduction to that kind of style and that quickness and that skill was with Victor Wooten, and when I was in college, and just watching it. And I'd never seen anybody play bass guitar like that. I didn't even know you could play bass guitar like that. So then when I saw Elephant Gun play, and I was just mesmerized by David, just an incredible musician, dude. I just sat there and I'm just like, I mean, the other guys were great too. Elephant Gun was fantastic.
Yeah.
But man, you just got disgusting skill, bro, and I'm like, this is freaking crazy. And then I'll watch your Facebook lives when I can catch them, man, and you're always super engaging with your crowd. And I don't think people always know that you're literally improvising this as we speak. Like, as you're doing this, it's some people are like, oh, what song is this? It's like, dude, he's making it up right now.
Yeah. I improv a lot.
That's which is so great, man, because there's a whole new skill set when it comes to improvising, just making it up off the top of your head, a whole new skill set. But again, like the Commodore says, that kind of vibes with you. That's kind of what you did anyway. So you take little pieces that you've learned from all these other artists, you put them all together, and you create whatever you want to create, David. And that's so cool, bro.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
That's very good. So, dude, before we get going, I wanted to see if we could stream one more track off your album, just to kind of give everybody a thank you and kind of send them off with some fantastic music. What's another track on here? Because I mean, I'm down to rock. Supersonic would be really good.
We haven't done Supersonic yet.
Oh, you want to do Supersonic? He brought it up twice, and I definitely think that's a good one. Yeah, nice, my dude. Sweet. We're gonna get your Instagram up here for you, David. Your Facebook as well. Apple, man, you're everywhere. You're everywhere. Look up David Pastorius Radio Gold. Make sure you guys find it, stream it, buy it, download it, whatever you need to do. Share it with your friends. Do all that other good stuff. Put it on repeat. That's all you got to do. And you can even find one device. Turn the volume all the way to 0. Put it on repeat. Let that bitch play on Spotify, and let's make David some money.
Yeah. There you go.
That's how we do it. David, keep in touch, and thank you so much for spending some time with us, my man.
Guys.
We really, really, really appreciate it. Good luck with everything, and the next time you have anything that you want to chat about, the door is always open, my man.
Awesome.
Please feel free to join us at any time.
Thank you, guys.
Awesome, my dude. We'll talk to you soon, brother.
Later, man.
Bye.
Man, what a good dude. What a good dude. I really like David.
Super
so
humble.
Yeah, just so chill and so humble and so nice, man. So we're gonna end this with a little Supersonic for you guys. This was the track that David had brought up a couple times during our pre-meeting. He brought it up, and then during the show he brought it up as well. So let's rock a little Supersonic for you guys. Let's say I believe Spotify's gonna work with us.
Yes, here we go. All right. Little Debbie She's got a Chinese lunchbox, snacks inside, and a favorite sip box. She claims a scented candle cures the blues. And smelling glass is kind of funny when the scent is glued. The squad meets at the downtown spot after dark by the park. Hey, yeah. And down the street to Dorothy, fly baby to beachfront property. It's original flavor on a supersonic motor ride. 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 Good over, got the Game Boy on deck, up all night, jackknifing Tommy's pool. Kid flips with the sticker on the wall, rocking handmade tie-dyes, dancing to a disco ball. At 9 o'clock at the scary movie, popcorn fights, yelling don't go in there. The 2 channels on the radio, one for the drop-top car ride, ebb and flow. It's original flavor on a supersonic motor ride. 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 It's original flavor on a supersonic motor ride.
Thank you so much for joining us, guys. My name's Billy Floyd.
I'm the Commodore.
That's right, baby. We're the Kitchen Killers. We will talk to you soon. Stay out of trouble. We will see you tomorrow at noon. We got a poll Wednesday at 7:05 and Friday at 9:05. We got a lot happening. Talk to you soon.
Bye.